For the Doyle Guffey's Rally Auto Sales 600 Restricteds. First cars out on the track, the 68 of McKenna Morgan, the 21A of Hayden Adams, the 5C of Colton Knapp, and the 9 of Ayla Martin. Restricted split up into two flights of qualifying. Flight A will be competing in spots for heat races 1 and 3 as checkered flag waves. Colton Knapp will take the early quick time with a 11.542, 11.542. Next group of cars out, the 00 of Owen Hill, the 15H of Hunter Cook, the 23H of Hudson Little, and the 7W of Drake Wiersma. As the checkered waves, Owen Hill jumps up to 4th and Hunter Cook jumps up to 5th. As Colton Knapp will stay the quick time over McKenna Morgan, Hayden Adams, Owen Hill, and Hunter Cook. Next group of cars, the 40R of Ryan Cannon, the 05K of Caden Reese, the 27E of Ethan McFarland, as Colton Knapp will be the quick time for Flight A with an 11.542, 11.542, and then it's McKenna Morgan, Hayden Adams, Owen Hill, and Hunter Cook, the top 5. As we actually have 2 more cars for Flight A, the 99 of Aiden Stone and the 44 of Oliver Baxter. As Stone jumps up to the 2nd spot, he has 1 more lap. He will go slower 2nd lap, but Stone jumps up to the 2nd spot. Colton Knapp still has quick time over Aiden Stone, McKenna Morgan, Hayden Adams, and Owen Hill. And that will wrap it up for Flight A. Flight B will be up next for the restricteds. These cars will be competing for spots in heat races 2 and 4. As cars are going to hit the track, the first car is the 90 of Mallory Holmqvist, the 27 of Hudson Johnson, the 8 of Casey Quazzo, and the 71 of Logan Williams. As the first group in Flight B, Mallory Holmqvist will take the early quick time with an 11.701, 11701. Next group of cars to hit the track, it's the 18D of Chloe Danielson, the 32 of James Drury, the 16B of Brooklyn Bracey, and the 23 of Jace Metcalf. Danielson's first lap will move her to the second quick spot. Metcalf moves up to the fourth. Chloe Danielson will take the quick time so far with an 11.665, 11665. Then it's Mallory Holmqvist, Hudson Johnson, Jace Metcalf, and Brooklyn Bracey, the top 5 so far. Next group of cars, it's the 74 of Bailey Bundy, the 21M of Maddie Hoppy. And driving the Askvig Racing 3 tonight will be Austin Held and the 3D of Dayton Empey. Austin Held races the white and neon orange 28 in the open division, so he's coming down to shake down a restricted car. As Empey will jump up to the quick time spot with an 11.644, 11644. That should wrap it up for the Doyle Guffey's Rally Auto Sales 600 restricted qualifying. So it's Dayton Empey with the quick time over Chloe Danielson, Mallory Holmqvist, Austin Held, and Hudson Johnson.
Babies and 36 for kids. They're giving away for no cost to kids 6 and under. So after the restricted B tonight, Denny and Deanne are going to be over in turn number 4, right over here in the grandstand side, giving away ear protection. Again, they got 12 for kids and 36 for youth. That'll be after the restricted B.
It's awesome. Thank you, Denny, again, as heat race number 1 will go green. Drake Wiersma and Owen Hill were the front row. Owen Hill will take the lead as McKenna Morgan snuck under Wiersma for the second spot. As Knapp looks to the inside of Wiersma, they go wheel to wheel into one. Knapp on the bottom slides up just a touch. Knapp will take the third spot. Drivers in the heat race number 1 is the 00 of Owen Hill. Then it's McKenna Morgan, Colton Knapp, Drake Wiersma, Ryan Cannon, Oliver Baxter, and Caden Reese. They all start to go single file. As Morgan gaining slowly and slowly as we're 4 in and 4 to go for heat race number 1. As look out, 1 around in 1 and 2. We stay green though. Was the 44 of Oliver Baxter. Knapp trying upstairs through 1 and 2. And he'll go through the middle through 3 and 4. Knapp trying to look for something new. Goes back to the bottom. But the white flag is waving this time by for Owen Hill. As into 3 and And off of 4, Owen Hill wins heat race number 1 over McKenna Morgan, Colton Knapp, Drake Wiersma, Ryan Cannon, Caden Reese, and Oliver Baxter.
A 21-point score.
As heat race number 2 on the track, the front row is Maddie Hoppy and Hudson Johnson. Row 2 is Mallory Holmqvist and Dayton Empey, and row 3 is Brooklyn Bracey and Casey Quatso. As lights go out as they work through 3 and off of 4, Hoppy Johnson will bring us to the green flag. Bracey gonna sneak under. She tried to sneak under Holmqvist as look out. One around in the infield at 2. That's the 8 of Casey Quatso. Kind of on that start, he drifted it way up to the wall and smacked it. Something must have came loose on the rear end.
Sometimes, depending on how much steer you give it and where it is, maybe just a little oversteer or understeer situation that looped him around after the contact. It happens.
As take 2, we go back to green in heat race number 2. Hoppy Johnson side by side entering the corner. Holmqvist defending her third spot as Bracey looks to the inside of Holmqvist. Off of 4, they all go single file. As Holmqvist looks to the inside of Johnson. Off of 2, they go wheel to wheel. As into corner number 3. Mallory Holmqvist will take the second spot away from Hudson Johnson. As Johnson looks back to the inside of Holmqvist, into 3, they make a little bit of contact, but Johnson will take the second spot. As look out, contacting around in 1 and 2, it's the 90 of Mallory Holmqvist. Guaranteed work time in heat races, only in a main event, so lights will go back out in heat race number 2. As Hoppy off 4, we go back to green in heat race number 2. Holmqvist already looks to the inside of Empey. Working in 3, Empey gonna have to go through the middle, but he's able to defend that spot. Bracey gonna roll up to the rear nerf of Johnson for a moment. As 5 in, 3 to go. Maddie Hoppy starting to pull away from the rest of your field. She has about a half a straightaway advantage already. As next time by will be the white flag. Down the back straightaway into 3 and off of 4. Maddie Hoppy will win heat race number 2. Hudson Johnson second, Brooklyn Bracey third. Dayton Empey 4th, and Mallory Holmqvist 5th. The Hayden Adams and Aiden Stone, and row 3 will be Ethan McFarland and Ayla Martin. Lights will go out. As Little Cook off of 4, heat race number 3 is green. Look out, Adams on the bike on 2 wheels. She's able to put it down. as we will stay green. Stone gonna look to the inside of Cook. Cook drifted up a little bit. They go wheel to wheel into 3. Cook gonna try and do a diamond offline. He climbs the infield a little bit, but Stone will take the 2nd spot. Little starting to run away from this field as we are 4 in and 4 to go for heat race number 3. Towards the back of the pack, Adams gonna try and look to the inside of Martin for the 4th spot, as look out, 1 stopped, and that will be Hayden Adams stopped in 1 and 2. Lights go out. The cone is on the front straightaway for single file restarts. You cannot hit the cone. You cannot go under the cone. You must go in between the cone and the flag stand. As Little brings us to the green. Next time by will be the white flag for Hudson Little. His cars towards the tail end of the field. They went side by side momentarily. Adams will move up a spot to the 5th spot. As into 3, off of 4, Hudson Little wins heat race number 3 over Aiden Stone, Hunter Cook, Ayla Martin. No, it's Adams at the line. Hayden Adams, Ayla Martin, and Ethan McFarland.
Car, what the heck?
I mean, racing's racing. So will be Austin Held and Chloe Danielson, row 2. Row 3 is Logan Williams and James Drury. Bundy, Metcalf off of 4. Heat race number 4 is green. Danielson goes up and around Bundy, but off of 2, it's Austin Held who goes around.
Not only is he missing his graduation, but then he spins out on the opening lap. Way to go, Austin.
Lights will go back out. Take number 2 for heat race number 4. Bundy, Metcalf, back to the green flag. Look out, we have 2 stopped and 1. It's 71 of Logan Williams and the 32 of James Drury. Lineup looks good. Ryder shows them the 1 to go. The lights will go back out. We still do not have a lap in, so they will go back to 2 by 2. Bundy, Metcalf, take number 3. We go green. Austin Held's gonna look up and around. Austin Held 4 to 2 through 1 corner as Metcalf leads over Held, Bundy, Danielson, Drury, and Williams. Metcalf starting to pull away a little bit as towards backfield. Williams looking to make a move on Drury. Danielson looks to make a move on Bundy. Climbs the berm in 3. Makes heavy contact through the front straightaway. 4 to go for heat race number 4. Bundy drifts up a little bit. Danielson going to look to the inside. Got tight on the back straightaway, but Danielson will move up into the 3rd spot. White flag will wave for Metcalf. As into 3, off of 4, Jace Metcalf will win the 4th and final heat race over Austin Held, Chloe Danielson, James Drury, Logan Williams, and Bailey Bundy. Up next will be the Northwest Focus Midgets. Lineup looks good. Lights will go out. Again, 12 laps for the B feature. Only 4 cars will make the final call to the A main event. It's Holmqvist, Drury, Wiersma, and Martin. The top 4. 10 cars, 12 laps as we go green for the B feature. Look out! One hard upside down. It's the 90 of Mallory Holmqvist, and it collects a number of other cars. Drury, Wiersma, off of 4, B feature is green. Wiersma gonna try and make a move to the outside, as Drury will defend. Lap number 1 will go to Drury. Cannon gonna look to the inside of Wiersma. As look out! Ayla Martin stopped in turn number 2. She was sitting in that 4th and final transfer spot. All these cars battling for transfer spots. It's going to be tough to find someone that will make a mistake. As we go back to green. Wiersma going to try again upstairs. He will not get it as Williams under fire in that final transfer spot. Baxter got up to the rear nerve momentarily. As your top 4, top 5 cars kind of making a breakaway from the rest of the field. As right now, Drury, Wiersma, Cannon, and Williams are the 4 cars that would move up if they finish in this order. As Cannon looks to the rear of Wiersma. Wiersma slides up just a touch. Cannon gonna close in. Wiersma gonna try upstairs. He's able to defend that spot. As Cannon gonna look down to the inside. He slides up just a touch. Wiersma gonna keep the 2nd spot. As Cannon gonna look to keep trying to make that move on Wiersma. Wiersma goes down to the bottom to defend the spot. Starts back in the field. Quazzo trying to make a move on Baxter. They make contact. They go wheel to wheel, working into one. Quazzo on the bottom. Look out! Quazzo half spins and collects the 44 of Oliver Baxter. Lineup looks to be good. Lights will go back out. It's Drury, Wiersma, Cannon, and Williams. Those top 4 cars are sitting in those 4th and final transfer spots as B Feature will be going back to green. Wiersma gonna go upstairs as a car kind of in the infield as we stay green. Cannon slips up a little bit. Williams to the inside off of 2. Williams gets the 3rd spot. As a white flag is waving for Drury. As into 3, off of 4, James Drury wins the B main event over Drake Wiersma, Logan Williams, and Ryan Cannon. Those are your 4 cars moving on. And then it's the 05 KFK and Reese, the 9 of Ayla Martin, the 44 of Oliver Baxter, the 8 of Casey Quatso, and the 27E of Ethan McFarland. Lineup is good. Lights will go out. Aiden Stone looks for number 1. Colton Knapp looks to extend. Off of 4, we go green for the restricteds. In the 1 and 2, Danielson gonna look to the outside of Stone. Danielson will move up into P2 as she will have to chase Colton Knapp. Morgan slots in 4th, Owen Hill in 5th as he is under fire from Austin Held. Austin Held looks to the inside of Hill. They go wheel to wheel into 3. Held on the bottom, Hill checks up. Held will be into the 5th spot. Hill looks to try and make another move as one around in 1 and 2. It looks to be the 40R of Ryan Cannon. Colt Knapp can go anywhere in between the black stripe in between 3 and 4 and the white chalk line off of 4. As Knapp rolls them down the back straightaway. And we go back to green in the A feature. Stone gonna try and make a move on Danielson. Danielson was able to defend the spot. As it's Colt Knapp who leads over Chloe Danielson, Aiden Stone, McKenna Morgan, and Austin Held. That's Morgan gonna look to the inside of Stone. Morgan gonna move up into the 3rd spot as she looks to chase down Chloe Danielson. Hill gonna look to the inside of Metcalf. Hill gonna take the 6th position away. As Colton Knapp already starting to extend his lead to around a straightaway. Car almost spun out right in front of your leader was Ryan Cannon, but we stay green. As Metcalf looks to the inside of Hill. Into 3, Metcalf gonna take the spot away from Hill. Morgan venturing to the top side of 1 and 2. She'll hook it back down on the bottom. Knapp gonna quickly close on lap traffic. The first car he will encounter will be the 71 of Logan Williams. Knapp to the rear nerf of Williams. It's going to need to get around him quickly. Drury. He's going to need to make a move around him. We're 12 in with 13 to go, excuse me. As one around in two, it's the 21A of Hayden Adams. Lights will go out. Knapp picks up the pace and we go back to green. Cars bumping down the front straightaways. Danielson gonna look to the inside of Cannon. So will Morgan. Morgan trying to get around Cannon, who is a lap down. Stone gonna look to the inside of Morgan as well. Held also putting himself into the mix. Contact between Danielson and Williams. As Morgan gonna look to the inside to get past Cannon. Morgan gets past Cannon. Held's gonna look to do the same. Held will get past Cannon and Stone gonna follow. Colton Knapp already around a straightaway lead. As a car slow in front of your leader was Hunter Cook. He picks up the pace. Metcalf gonna look to the inside of Cannon. He will make the move. We're 19 in with 6 more. Knapp leads the way by around a straightaway. As Johnson gonna look to the inside of Stone coming off of 4. Colton Knapp in heavy lap traffic. 2 cars slide in front of him. He'll make a move on Wiersma. He looks to make a move on Williams. Off of 4, he will make the move on Williams. As it is a 3-second gap that separates Colton Knapp and Chloe Danielson. White flag will be out for Colton Knapp. As he works down the back straightaway. Into 3, off of 4, chalk another one up for Colton Knapp. Colton Knapp wins over Chloe Danielson, McKenna Morgan, Austin Held, Aiden Stone, Hudson Johnson, Jace Metcalf, Hudson Little, Owen Hill, and Brooklyn Bracey, the top 10. Down here at the winner of the restricted, it's Colton Knapp, man. It's just so many times I'm down here with you. You had another good race. You got out early. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we were second points. They rolled to 0, so we started second. We had a very good start. Aiden kind of did. I don't know if he didn't go, but I just felt like I got a good start. And I was able to get on the lead, and then just every week, just 25 perfect laps on the bottom. This week was extremely slick. My dad had the cars. My dad had the car perfect. Just had to roll the bottom with 25 perfect laps.
Well, you go quick time tonight. You go 4-2 in your heat race, 4-3 in your heat race. That's still really good. You get the win here in the main. But towards the end there, again, lap traffic was the name of the game. I feel like it's the name of the game every week. What was your headspace going through that?
Yeah, when you get into lap traffic, your mind's always doing 1,000 miles a minute. you just see where you want to make sure you're not going to collect anything in one time down in 1 and 2 when somebody spun out. It kind of got me a little bit shaken. But yeah, you just got to be smart. You always got to be smart in lap traffic and make sure just see where everybody else is going. And if they slide up, you have to go until if they don't wreck in front of you or do something. Yeah, you got to be smart in lap traffic.
Just tell the people on this car who help you keep it on this track. What are their names?
Mom, my dad, Dark Side Equipment, CRC Evans, Federal Frameworks, Gatewood Racing Engines, Heavy D, CSI, Engler Machine and Tool, Butler Built Seats, Big Fort Drug, Lincoln Electric, and just everybody that helps on this 5C machine.
Well, again, Missile Motorsports obviously sponsored. Thank you again to Missile Motorsports. You get an extra $100 you're walking away here with in Victory Lane. Here you go. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Missile Motorsports.
Colton Knapp wins the Doyle Guffey's Rally Auto Sales 600 Restricteds.